Primero quiero empezar en decir que, mira, no podemos usar racismo, no podemos tener palabras discriminatorias en nuestro deporte, en nuestro club, en nuestra comunidad. Esto es inaceptable, no es una representación de mí, de los jugadores, del club, y no es una reflexión de San Diego como una comunidad. Esta es una comunidad diversa, lleno de amor, y tenemos que estar juntos todos en este mundo. Y no podemos ir y decir cosas como lo hemos dicho en este partido. Quiero aclarar que esto no fue nuestra hinchada principal, Frontera. Frontera tampoco piensa que estas cosas son aceptables. Esto fue gente en los asientos generales, y no fueron toda la gente, pero fue un grupo que se escuchó. Y bueno, quiero decir que si van a seguir así, es mejor que no vienen a los partidos, porque no está ayudando al equipo y no son los valores que tenemos acá. I just want to start with a statement that the chant that was heard tonight is unacceptable. It's outside of our values system. It doesn't represent the players, myself, the club, and it certainly doesn't represent San Diego or Baja California. It's not a reflection of who we are. We're a community full of love, support, and we believe in the power of diversity. I want to make sure that everybody knows that was not from our main supporter group, La Frontera. They match the same values as us. They believe the same as us. They are our teammates. This came from more the general population in the seats, and it wasn't everybody, and I understand that, but it was loud enough that it was enough people, and I just want to make it really clear it has no place here. It has no place here, and if they're going to continue to come to the game and make that chant, it's better that they do not come.
Thanks, Coach. We'll start with questions. If we have the mics, if we can get them up here, please. We'll start here in the corner with Scott. Go ahead, Scott.
Hi, Mikey. Chant aside, result aside, just the occasion, was it everything that you had hoped for? Can you talk a little bit about the atmosphere that you saw?
Yeah, I think the stadium was electric. The boys were electric. Considering we've been together for 6 weeks and we're very disappointed with a tie, I think shows a lot. I think we're showing everybody that we're serious when we talk about how we want to play and what type of culture we want to display. And I think that we're serious when we show that we're a reflection of the community. San Diego is a diverse place. It's a creative place. It's a competitive place. And I think the boys showed that on the field.
Tony Sanchez, San Diego football coach. Your team dominated the team on possession and really played the way that they wanted to go ahead and do that. But what proved to be difficult in that last third? And also, is there any update on Chucky Lozano's injury?
Yeah, scoring goals in football is the hardest thing to do, especially against a team that doesn't want you to score. St. Louis is a well-coached team. They defended well. So I think ultimately what was missing is just a little bit that detail in the final pass, final action, in order to finish it. But what I'll say is I'm so proud of the players. The courage that they showed in the first 2 games in club history to set the tone for this club for the rest of time, I think is clear for everybody to see. And I think all of us should be really proud. And Irving will set some first thing in the morning, and we'll have more updates on that.
Any other questions in English? Okay.
Coach, do you feel like pressure at all? Do you feel like pressure of just like the swelling emotions of having the first home match in franchise history played into any part of, not being able to maybe finish off on that end in the final third of the field?
No, scoring goals is the hardest thing to do in football. Playing proactive and with initiative takes a lot of courage, but it also takes a lot of quality because teams take away the space and it's very difficult. It's not so easy. I'm just super proud of the boys. I'm super proud of the supporter group, La Frontera, showing up and being there for us for the whole 90 minutes. And listen, we look at pressure. Football pressure is a privilege at the end of the day. You know, real pressure in life is the people who have trouble putting food on the table for their family, have to work all day and don't have enough. So for us, the pressure is something we actually quite enjoy, especially the pressure that we live in football.
Still haven't allowed a goal for 2 matches. How do you feel about your defensive shape and your concept?
Yeah, I mean, these guys are relentless, you know, and we have an entire team who runs for each other. That's something that we feel is really important. One of the values of the team is unity that the players came up with. You know, they've defined what a great teammate is, and unity is one of them. And I quite think you see that all over the field, but especially in ball recovery, the team moves together, they travel together. The front three start the press, but the front three make big recovery runs to help defend close to the goal. And at the end of the day, when you keep clean sheets, you always have a chance of winning. And as we continue to grow in terms of possession, in terms of getting to know each other and exactly what type of final ball each guy needs, that's going to play a big part in us being able to be really competitive.
We'll switch to Spanish. We'll start here with Katia. Back there.
Mikey, buenas noches. Primero, ¿cómo viviste desde la banca apenas los primeros 30 minutos, ver esa secuencia de la jugada cuando el Chucky voltea y pide su cambio? No sé si, bueno, ya las palabras que pudieron intercambiar y qué tanto eso cambió el plan de juego cuando uno de los jugadores más importantes tiene que salir tan pronto.
No, bueno, lo viví con calma porque esto es fútbol y cualquier cosa puede pasar. Y nosotros tenemos mucha confianza y creemos en todo el plantel. Y Ima estaba listo para entrar y seguir, y yo creo que sí, es muy difícil reemplazar Erwin porque Erwin es un jugador muy bueno, pero tenemos otros jugadores en la banca que también se pueden expresar y ayudar, y yo creo que el equipo siguió siendo agresivo en el partido desde ese minuto, y ojo, cuando jugamos con 10, jugamos casi 3-4 minutos con 10 jugadores y todavía teníamos la posesión y estábamos presionando bien.
Vamos a ir con Emmanuel.
Coach, está invicto en el arranque de esta MLS, una victoria, un empate que al final creo que le viene bien también a la hinchada de cara a lo que se viene. La primera pregunta es ¿cómo está Chucky específicamente? Y la segunda, ¿cómo es ese planteamiento que tiene? Porque en el partido ante LA Galaxy vimos que el Chucky, cuando salió el cambio era Tommy y en esta oportunidad fue Boateng. ¿Cómo está planteando ese tridente?
Sí, bueno, estamos tratando de crecer toda la plantilla también, ¿no? Entonces lo que pensábamos era que Ima es bueno en meter estas corridas detrás de la espalda. Sabíamos que Tommy iba a entrar también, y queremos siempre tratar de aumentar la plantilla. Entonces esto fue una buena oportunidad para hacer esto. Irving, mañana vamos a ver mucho más. Entonces él estamos haciendo el análisis ahora y yo creo que mañana podemos tener más información de eso. Pero bueno, estamos invictos, pero somos competidores, nosotros queremos competir y bueno, estamos enojados con un punto en casa.
Vamos a
Giovanni Guerrero, Miki, preguntar también el aspecto de lo que fue un partido difícil, que muchas veces estos partidos pueden ayudar muchísimo con conjuntos que a lo mejor vienen a conservar hasta cierto punto un parado táctico muy defensivo, el trabajo de la semana, cómo tratar en este caso de que sus futbolistas puedan entender que hasta cierto punto es un equipo nuevo, pero que le están teniendo respeto, así sea en estos dos primeros partidos de la temporada.
Sí, bueno, cuando empezamos yo dije que íbamos a jugar con coraje, que íbamos a ser dinámicos con la pelota, y usualmente la primera respuesta de tus rivales es ver si puedes hacerlo. Y ya hemos mostrado desde la pretemporada que lo podemos hacer. Entonces ahora puede haber un cambio en la estrategia del rival, en echarse un poquito más detrás, y ahora vamos a tener que encontrar las soluciones de eso. Entonces cada momento de la temporada pide algo diferente y estamos en esto, pero yo muy orgulloso de los chicos. Es increíble la calidad y la claridad que juegan en los espacios cortitos.
Vamos a ver.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas noches. Te volvés para Univisión Noticias. Fuera del canto, del pues prohibido, discriminatorio, ¿cómo sentiste tú como coach y cómo viste a los jugadores la respuesta de los fanáticos en este primer juego?
Yo muy orgulloso. La hinchada, la frontera son fenomenal, son unos fenómenos. Están cantando todo el partido con mucha pasión. Y se ve el fe que ellos tienen en nosotros, y yo muy orgulloso de los jugadores también. No es fácil lo que han hecho en los primeros 2 partidos, y yo para mí lo tomo como una inspiración de que los chicos tienen talento, pero también tienen un carácter impresionante para formar un equipo tan rápido. Hay un sentido de familia dentro de ese vestuario y eso me llena de orgullo.
Mikey, gracias. Una gran hinchada que has estado apoyando a San Diego. ¿Cómo sentiste con más de 30,000 personas aquí en San Diego en el primer día, el debut de San Diego ante su gente?
Bueno, lo hemos hablado mucho, que esta región ama el fútbol. Hay una pasión para la pelota acá. Y no es solamente las 18 comunidades de San Diego, también es Tijuana y Baja California. Y estamos todos juntos en esto. Por eso me decepciono tanto con el canto, porque yo sé que somos mejores que eso. Nosotros somos una región futbolistas, una pasión de fútbol, una pasión para el amor y una pasión para la diversidad. Y podemos ser mejor y tenemos que ser mejor.
Buenas noches, Carlos Melo de Televisa. Mi pregunta va enfocada a, se platica de la ofensiva, del control y todo, pero creo que también una parte fundamental en los 2 juegos que ha presentado San Diego en su presentación en esta temporada en la MLS es el aspecto defensivo. No han aceptado gol y creo que ahí es una parte fundamental para esperar un buen resultado el resto de la campaña.
Sí. Cuando el rival mete 0, siempre tienes opciones de ganar el partido. Esto es importante. Y nosotros creemos que este juego es un juego muy complejo, ¿no? Entonces, cuando se defiende bien, se ataca bien. Pero cuando se ataca bien, se defiende bien. Entonces, buscando este balance en el deporte es muy importante, y yo creo que los chicos lo han manejado muy bien.
Una última aquí con Emmanuel.
Gracias, Vicky. Gracias, profe. Estuvo el Vasco Aguirre en el estadio, no sé si tuvo la oportunidad de platicar con él, hablar del Chucky, no sé.
No, todavía no.
¿Y qué piensa de la visita del Vasco al estadio?
Creo que es bueno que el selección lo está mirando, porque es un muy buen jugador.
Muchas gracias, Mikey.
Gracias.
Hello. Just your thoughts on the occasion, the first home game, maybe not the result you wanted, but certainly a lively crowd and a great atmosphere.
Yeah, I think it was special. It's been a long time coming. Some people obviously have been in this organization longer than I have, but it is truly remarkable to pack this place out. And unfortunately, we couldn't find the breakthrough today, but I think what you saw was a lot of positive concepts. I think you see a team, and that first and foremost makes me and I know Mikey and his coaching staff proud, as they look like a well-oiled machine already. The fact that we are disappointed in the locker room, it almost feels like a loss, but obviously we didn't allow them into our box often, and we got in theirs quite a bit. Just about now finding those details and making sure we can turn those into goal-scoring opportunities.
Tyler, Alejandro with San Diego Football. Any comment on the discriminatory chants that were used on the stadium tonight?
Yeah, I just echo what Mikey said. It's totally against our values as a club, but also who we are as people. One of our core values is be a good person, and I think that's what we will continue to stand behind. It's totally unacceptable, and obviously us as a club will make sure that it does not continue well into the future, and it's something that we are very strong with.
I think most of us would be delighted to hear the words that you have just spoken. I'm not going to ask another question about that, and I know it's poor misery on you, but it was noticeable towards the end that the field was beginning to cut up with the SDSU American football players and the women about to come. Are there any concerns about how badly it's reacted after just one game here?
Yeah, I think, look, we played very good football on it today. There were obviously one significant moment where Ema obviously went to cut. They did just have monster trucks on this not too long ago, so it still is settling. It was ahead of schedule, and obviously it did hold up without that. But it's something that we have talked to them quite a bit about. It's something that's been heavily invested in as well, with grow lights and with obviously other sod that is growing off site. So this will be a constant communication line between us and the university and the stadium to make sure that this pitch can hold up and that we can play football like that on it week in and week out.
Any other questions? Darnay, right here.
I know Mikey said he'll have more information tomorrow. It appeared he was grabbing his hamstring. Are you able to verify that it is a hamstring injury for Chucky?
I could say it's lower body. It's something obviously we would like to do more scans on, and that will obviously happen tomorrow. But what I can say is that he's in a positive mood now, and we hope to obviously get him back as quickly as possible.
Any other questions for Godoy? We'll start with questions in English. You can start here in the front row with Scott.
Hey, Scott from America.
Hi.
Just your thoughts on the occasion. First home game for this club. The atmosphere, the fans, the ability to finally get on the field in front of them.
Yeah, I am really happy to play my first game here in this stadium. The fans, we feel really good inside the field, really good feeling, and we control all the game. Also, in football, it's not about if you deserve, but I think we deserve to win. But everybody start to read our game now. If you see San Luis, we don't expect San Luis to come to sit back and to hold for 90 minutes. We expect San Luis to little bit start to press high. But I think this is football. We try to fix inside the field the problem, but we have to keep working hard and try to thinking about sunlight.
Aníbal, Tony Sanchez, San Diego Football. What has it been like as a seasoned veteran of MLS? What's different about San Diego and the way that they're playing, especially with Spurs Club in the middle and De La Torre as well? Is there a different tempo that you're noticing?
¿Inglés o español? Respondo.
En inglés.
Inglés. Yes, we have. You see the quality of the player. We have so many good players, but I think it's very important. Like every single player step on the field, they know which one is the work we have to do. Everybody's clear the role. Also the guys come from the bench, try to do the same thing or better. This is about team. This is about family. We try to build a family. If you see inside the field, outside the field, everybody are together. And I think this is the culture here we try to build, and we have to keep going.
Ahora vamos en español. Empezamos con Katia. Adelante, Katia.
¿Qué tal? Buenas noches. Katia Gasolina.
Hola, buenas noches.
Por supuesto que en los primeros 30 minutos nunca quieres ver a un compañero y más un jugador tan importante para el equipo como Chucky, que tiene que salir por una lesión. ¿Cómo lo vivieron? ¿Cómo han podido charlar con él de cómo está ahora?
Bueno, sí, lastimosamente perdimos un jugador importante en nuestro esquema del juego. Chucky, una pieza fundamental en nuestro equipo, defensiva y ofensivamente. Esperemos cómo está para mañana. Ojalá no sea nada grave, pero creo que hay que apoyarlo. Un jugador que da todo y esperemos tratar de resolver los partidos sin él.
Heriberto Muñoz del periódico Frontera. Aníbal, sé que están un poco molestos por el resultado, ¿no? Obviamente querían ganar, pero habla un poco de todo lo bueno que se ha hecho, porque es impresionante que un equipo que apenas se juntó en 2 meses pueda hacer tantas cosas y conceptos como lo que vemos. Por ejemplo, en medio campo, ¿cómo se ha vivido ese trabajo y cómo vives los partidos tú?
Sí, bueno, creo que tenemos jugadores muy inteligentes de poder adaptarse y de poder captar toda la idea del técnico muy rápido. Tenemos que 2 meses de trabajo y creo que en la cancha la confianza que nos da el técnico, la confianza que tenemos entre nosotros, creo que ha sido importante. Y si ves, creo que la idea de juego de nosotros, con presión, sin presión, trata de ser la misma, y eso es lo que nos caracteriza, tratar de no cambiar nuestro estilo de juego más allá de que el rival proponga otras cosas. Creo que nosotros nos adaptamos nos estamos adaptando a lo que el rival proponga, y creo que eso es bueno. Y bueno, por lo menos en mi caso, sabemos que si queremos ir a playoff, es una liga donde tienes que ganar en casa, no puedes perder puntos en casa. Si ganas 3 puntos en casa, prácticamente todos los partidos clasificas a playoff, pero creo que la forma de lo que hicimos hoy, si seguimos así, mostraremos creo que buenas cosas dentro de este año.
Aníbal, Giovanni Guerrero para Síntesis Deportes, preguntarte sobre todo el tema de tu experiencia, lo que le puedes brindar a los jóvenes acá en San Diego y sobre todo identificado en el excelente trabajo en el aparato defensivo. Juegan 2 ceros, si bien va empezando la temporada es muy larga, es muy interesante ver que un equipo que recién comienza este sueño, esta aspiración obviamente de estar en la MLS, hasta cierto punto los equipos lo respetan, entonces me gustaría saber esa opinión por parte de ti.
Bueno, sí, vengo a tratar de aportar mi granito de arena, como lo he venido haciendo durante muchos años dentro de la liga. Creo que quiero ser campeón, me he propuesto eso, no he podido lograr eso dentro de esta liga, entonces creo que a mis 35 años creo que me falta eso y quiero salir aquí campeón con este equipo, una franquicia especial. Entonces por ahí trato de aportarle lo que puedo, lo que sé dentro del fútbol y hacer mi trabajo, porque aquí me trajeron para jugar fútbol, más allá de lo que puedo aportarle a los jóvenes, creo que tengo que hacer mi trabajo dentro de la cancha. Y bueno, sabes, los clubes, los equipos, como lo dije, te van a leer, te van a identificar, te van a ir estudiando cada partido y creo que nosotros hemos respondido muy bien estos 2 primeros partidos. Sé que está empezando el torneo, pero es mejor empezar el torneo así que empezarlo perdiendo o con 0 puntos. Es mejor mejorar dentro de la semana con lo que hemos hecho hoy positivamente y bueno, buscar lo que nos falta para tratar de mejorar dentro de los partidos.
Una última aquí.
Esta posesión abrumadora, Aníbal, no es común, ¿no? Para un equipo de expansión, un dominio abrumador. ¿Te sorprende a ti cómo ha jugado el equipo? Y si te pregunto si es más características del plantel o es un esquema de juego, un estilo de juego que quiere implementar el coach.
Mire que de sorprenderme no me sorprendo, porque por la calidad de jugadores que tenemos, por la inteligencia, como lo dije, de captar tan rápido las ideas y ponerla en práctica dentro de la cancha sin temor, porque uno dice, ok, un equipo de expansión viene a jugar como está jugando San Diego, por ahí si pierde 2, 3 pelotas, no intenta jugar otra vez. Creo que la confianza lo que nos ha dado Mikey es fundamental, él te trata de dar ese apoyo aunque pierda 2, 3 pelotas y creo que para un jugador es importante, se siente respaldado y bueno, creo que la forma que estamos jugando, más allá del resultado de hoy, creo que por ahí el camino nos llevará a buscar la victoria.
We do have time for one more. Do you want to ask it?
Hola Aníbal, Alejandro con San Diego
Hola.
Fútbol. Un comentario del grito discriminatorio que se escuchó en el estadio hoy.
Bueno, triste por esa parte, porque creo que el show estaba muy bonito hasta el final del segundo tiempo. No es la cultura de nosotros. Nosotros tratamos de ser un equipo familia, una cultura bien respetuosa. Y bueno, lastimosamente nosotros como latinos, yo me identifico mucho y para mí es triste esa parte, porque podemos ser multados, podemos ser vetados, no sé, podemos jugar sin fanáticos, o sea, uno nunca sabe. Y una cancha como esta, un estado como este, una franquicia como esta, creo que no se merece eso. Entonces creo que por ahí, para el próximo partido, ojalá Dios quiera y no se dé esos gritos, porque para nosotros es doloroso.
Thanks for your time, guys. Gracias, Aníbal.
Gracias, thank you.
Gracias. Winger, Emmanuel Boateng. Start with questions right up front.
How's it going, Aníbal? Congratulations on your debut for San Diego. Can you take us through just the mindset coming in for Lozano early in the first half and how you contributed well to being able to adapt so quickly?
Yeah, I mean, Chuky's a big player for our team, so losing him that early in the game wasn't good, but I've been preparing and, trying to learn our style of play all preseason, just like everybody. So I felt ready to, come in and do what the coaches asked of me.
Emmanuel, how frustrating is it when you hold the ball for as long as you all do? You get 15 shots and 9 corners and some free kicks as well, and you have no goals to show for it at the end of the game.
Yeah, it is frustrating, and it's very good that this early in the season we've only been training and playing together for like 6 weeks, and everybody is kind of pissed off that we got a draw at home. I think it's a good sign, and it shows the mentality of our team. But we will work at it. I think St. Louis deserves credit, how strong they were defensively. We will look at it and try to see ways to break them down next time.
Hi, Emma.
Hey.
Just your thoughts on the occasion. First home game in this team's history. The atmosphere, the fans, the finally getting onto the field in front of your own crowd.
Yeah, I think it was great. I think the fans were here early to give us the support that we needed. We know they're always behind us and cheering for us to do well. So it's good. It was a big occasion. First game here would have been a lot better if we got a win. But we still had a lot of good moments in the game that we can build on and hopefully get a win next time in front of our home fans.
Go ahead.
Emmanuel, how you doing? Ivan Harris from Exclusive Access. I have a question for you. What are your goals for San Diego as a community, and just bring, there's a new team here, so a lot of opportunities. What are some things that you guys are working on for this season?
I think it's to excite the fans. I think the fans in here in this city are really excited about what's going on with San Diego FC, and every time we step on the field we want to reward them. They come here, they support us. We want to make sure this feels like an event that they all look forward to every week to come to. So it's big. We can see already the excitement around town everywhere that you go, and we want to keep that momentum, and we do that by winning games and entertaining them on the field.
I know you guys pride yourselves in being a balanced team. You saw last week in your opener a lot of guys that can contribute, but you know what Chucky Lozano was capable of. What's the disappointment level when you see him go off the way he did early in this match?
Yeah, it's disappointing because I know how hard he's worked and how much he wants this, and he wants to be a leader of the team and help us out, and we all trust him that he's a good player and he can help us win games. So it's tough to lose him, but hopefully it's a short-term injury and he can come back with the squad quickly.
Last one here.
Hey Emma, thanks for your time. You played for some of the biggest clubs in MLS. How do you compare overall San Diego FC's performance?
It's different, it's still the early stages, but so far I'm enjoying it. We have a good group, resilient group, guys that are brave, want to be on the ball, and I think that's, for a player, that's what you expect when you get on the field and all your teammates want the ball and you feel like you're in control of the game. That's the best thing. So it's feeling good right now. We still have some things to clean up, but I have no doubt we will keep building on it and keep putting together more wins going forward.
Thanks for your time, Emma.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Chris, can you take us through the game and just kind of what the difficulties was in breaking through on that transition from the defensive that you were successful against Galaxy?
I thought all in all it was a good game from us. Obviously we wanted more points, but clean sheet from the back. We stopped them from really being dangerous at all, I felt like, and obviously we got to keep working on trying to break them down. We have a few chances, a couple on the set pieces that are very close as well, and when we threaten them behind, we have a couple I'm thinking about in the end where we maybe need one more in the box to fill it in, and then maybe we can punish them a little bit more. But all in all, a good game from us.
What do you feel like makes this defense so good?
It's a team thing. Often people say, "Oh, the back line here and back line there," but it's a whole team thing. We start high. We put the pressure on from the beginning, and everyone up top is putting in the work as well. And I think it's just the system is working good for us. We have a good understanding of each other where we're at the pitch. We're always trying to push the line up and make it harder for the opponents. I've been really happy with where we're at.
Hey Chris, this season obviously I think a lot of things are going to be about your first time playing. How does it feel just to kind of get that through the first game? You guys get the first win in LA. You finally get the first home game out of the way. Obviously you wanted to get a win, but just pressure emotionally. How does it feel to kind of get that stress off your shoulders?
No, I mean it feels amazing. The atmosphere out here was great. Be in front of all the fans, and you can kind of tell how happy everyone is that we have a team here, and to be a part of that is amazing. It was really nice to also get to feel the pitch and see how that is, because it was the first time for a lot of us. So, it was a great feeling to be out here.
Any others? One last one here.
Alejandro San Diego Football. Can you talk a little bit about what it's like playing with your captain, Jeppe, who's so patient with the ball, especially on the backfield?
Yeah, I think it's amazing. The Europeans over there, they think a little similar to me, how I grew up, the way I played over in Sweden. So I think we have a great understanding of each other. It's really good to have him and even Aníbal, how they move together on the field to help us in the back line, build out from the back, and just like a net that makes it really easy for us to play out. And you can kind of tell how frustrated these guys get, and even LA last game, they can't really take the ball from us. So he's been great in there, and even defensively, he wins a lot of balls for us today. So it feels easy when you play with him. So yeah.
All right, thanks, Chris. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We have the mics. If anyone wants to start with the questions, we can start here at the front.
Paddy, a second clean sheet for the club. What are the successes with San Diego, and what are they seeing by building out the back and still maintaining a good defensive shape throughout the match?
Yeah, during pre-season we worked a lot, playing out from the back. So that was the style of play I knew I was coming to, and it's something that I've sort of done all my career, playing out from the back. So it's something that I'm very, very comfortable with. And in pre-season we obviously had a few friendly games, and obviously we conceded a few goals in pre-season, which is probably a good thing, because then you can sort of rectify that when the season starts. So I think it's 2 clean sheets in 2 games is I'm very happy.
Paddy, it's also back-to-back games where you guys have dominated possession. I don't think anybody saw that coming from an expansion club. What is giving you guys the confidence to play on the ball so comfortably?
I think Mikey, the manager, I think his ideas, they're very good, and the way he sets us up to play, I feel like we're all sort of on the same wavelength, and obviously the players the club signed, everyone's very comfortable on the ball, so I think it's natural to everyone. So I think it just flows.
We'll go back here since you have a mic.
Paddy, how happy are you with the form of the defense right now, and how much better do you feel like the ball can be?
Yeah, as I touched on before, it's it's nice as a defender to get 2 clean sheets in 2 games, and we worked hard in pre-season on a lot of things, so it's good that 2 clean sheets.
Scott French from Soccer America. I imagine this is the first time you've played a first home game for a franchise in its history. Just the occasion, the atmosphere, the fans. What do you take away from tonight?
Yeah, it was amazing. The build up, and all week, everyone was really looking forward to it. And it's the atmosphere before the game was incredible, and it carried on throughout the game. It's just I think there was that disappointment in the changing room that we just couldn't sort of give them something to celebrate, but I'm sure that'll come in the season.
Yeah, you know what Chucky means to this team, and obviously the way their crowd reacted to him. Disappointing to see him go off early the way he did.
Yeah, of course. I thought he started the game really well as well. He was very dangerous. He's a top player, and I think any team when they ever lose their one of their best players, it's obviously tough. But it's a squad game, and we've got very good players to come in and replace them when needed. So obviously it's disappointing, but it's a squad game, so we just need to move on.
Any others for Paddy? The last one.
Paddy, Alejandro San Diego Football. What are some of the contributing factors to the team building the chemistry that they have now in such a short amount of time?
think, I think a lot of hard work went into pre-season. You know, obviously getting to know each other, which happens naturally. You know, we're in the change room together, you know, every day, and obviously training together. So, yeah, I just think it's, it's hard work, and you know, I think obviously it's a good start, but I do think there'll be ups and downs on the way in the season. So, we just need to, you know, keep our level head and. You know, win or lose, just sort of, you know, stay the same. And as I say, it's good to get a, you know, good start, and you know, hopefully I'll carry on.
Abraham together with San Diego Football. Do you have a comment or message about the homophobic chant that was used towards the end of the game?
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, during the game I wasn't aware of it because I don't speak Spanish, obviously. But yeah, it's something that we don't want to hear going forward.
All right, guys, thanks, Melody.
Cheers.